Hello and welcome to episode 12 of Teach Me How. Today I'll be walking you through how to 100% the Tomb of Miktrull for the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 100% no damage run on Jedi Grandmaster. There's quite a lot to cover for this split as this tomb has a lot in it, so this video will be a bit more lengthy than past guides. On that note, let's go ahead and get into how to complete this without taking damage. As you finish the second sister encounter, follow my example and I'll chime back in shortly.
Thanks for the help back there, BD. You saved my life. You got us closer to the tomb. We found it. It feels different than the other tomb. I don't know. I don't like it. I found it, but Seer, why didn't you tell me?
Because she's a liar.
You. How?
I rerouted communication the moment you tried to contact her. Slicing encrypted transmissions was always a pastime of hers. She taught me once. There's no technique Sarah has that I haven't perfected.
On the other side of this wall is a tomb guardian and two stormtroopers. As you jump over the rock, you'll want to stop moving. The safest way to get through this section is to let the guardian kill the troopers. I like to use photo mode here to see where they are and if they're alive. If the guardian starts moving forward towards the troopers at any time, you must move back over the rock. This will keep you from potentially taking damage, but will also keep you from pulling the attention of the guardian. Once the troopers are defeated, move out, slow the guardian, push the wall, and slow again. This will help to keep him frozen in case you get hung up while running through. From here, follow my example to the next encounter.
Got something?
My friend, these appear to simulate this planet's gravity.
You're running out of time.
For what?
My scouts located an artifact of interest at the rear of this tomb. Even
As
now
you
I'm
break this,
studying.
equip your double saber and deflect the 4 ranged troopers.
It seems Cordova was rather taken with these Zepho. Perhaps enough to hide the holocron amongst their bones.
Yeah, we'll see how much you learn.
For the 3 melee troopers below, you want to jump off to whichever side they've left open for you. You'll then run around them in this manner, and once they're against the edge, mass push them off.
You killed them all.
As you climb up to the next area, there will be a few enemies to deal with. Nothing too serious though, so just follow my example here and move on. Now, I made a mistake while recording this and forgot to rest at this meditation point to regenerate my force. Do not do this. It works out for me barely, but to be safe, make sure you rest here and go into this next area with 100% force.
creatures breach this tomb every minute.
Afraid to face me yourself?
Had your droid not intervened,
As you
I would
climb to
have
the top of the
killed you
wall,
with
you'll
ease.
need to look toward the fight in the distance. You want to ensure you see 3 scaz and all 3 die. As you can see here, there are only 2. Keep this in mind because you'll need this information in a bit. Move down to the next section and use the Skungus to kill the scaz. Then move forward and use the Skungus here to kill the troopers. Sometimes the range trooper will shoot at you after this, so be ready. If not, head back up and interact with the console. Now earlier I said you were looking for 3 scaz. Since we only saw 2, that means there's 1 still hidden under this next area. As you land on the other side, slowly step forward and deal with the range trooper. Once the trooper is dead, hold guard and walk forward until you find the scaz, then kill it.
You're not getting out of here alive.
After you climb to the top, immediately move and position yourself as I do here. Jump to get the attention of the Purge Trooper, and then wait for a brief moment after he drops for him to line up with this ledge and then force push twice. If you do not wait and push too early, he'll get pushed into the corner and will not fall over the side. Once he's dealt with, interact with the console and move on. Hold up here and slow this trooper around the corner and defeat him. Push this Skungus into the wall and pick up the Force Essence, then continue forward.
An ancient Zephonian, part of a workforce that helped construct this tomb. He died before the job was finished.
Push this Skungus into the scaz for an easy kill and then move on. Wait here until the fight in front of you has finished. Once done, head over and defeat the victor. As you reach the top here, position as I do and target the Philac. When it charges, roll 45 degrees to the right and mass push it over the ledge, then continue on.
Imagine the artifacts the Empire would have missed if it weren't for your intervention on this backwater planet.
Sure it's worth the cost? I hear Project Augur came at a high price.
Before continuing, make sure you drop and rest here to regenerate your force.
Expendable resources.
You're a monster.
I am what's there made me.
Wait for the debris to clear before jumping to this section. Move forward to bring the purge trooper towards you. He will not be able to move past this boundary, so you'll want to take advantage of that by using sprint strike to break his guard and overhead strike to do damage. Once he's defeated, walk to the scaz holes as I do here, and fight as many scaz as it takes to regenerate your force, then head down the slide. About halfway down the slide, you'll want to fall over the right side onto this lower area. Wait until the troopers finish talking, then move forward to get their attention. You'll then move back down to the end here and force push them over the side one at a time. It is possible to get one or both stuck sometimes. If this happens, just ignore them. Now, deal with the 4 ranged troopers and then move on.
I've taken the artifact back to my ship for analysis. Pity you won't make it in time.
Doesn't matter what you steal. You'll never understand it.
Yet you do?
You'll find out soon enough.
I'll take those odds.
Make sure you rest here and recover all of your force. Move to the end and push this trooper over the side. Turn and run back and deflect the 2 troopers. Move forward again to this position and do not move.
Quick, catch him!
Wait until you drop combat and then push the trooper over the side. Turn and run back here for a brief moment, then move back forward to the same position.
Get the Jedi scum! Let's kill that traitor!
For the Purge Trooper, you cannot just push him once you're out of combat. You have to wait for him to put away his staff. Once you see that, push him over the side. Run back again to pull the last trooper closer towards you. Then go back to the same spot, wait for combat to drop, and push him over.
You won't get away again!
Immediately after this, hold guard as the ship will shoot at you. Now I'm going to skip this sequence. This, however, is where you acquire Force Pull. So follow my example here and make your way to the meditation point.
You survived.
Not part of your plan?
Luckily, I always allow.
You'll be acquiring 2 new skills here. Howling Push is your final Force Push upgrade, and required for many strategies in the rest of the run. The last is Grasping Pull. This ability is utilized heavily in the rest of the run for various strategies. Now make sure you rest, and then let's move on. Deflect the probe droid here and then move back into the crawl space to avoid the detonation.
Kill the intruder. Distance to
Interact with the console and then you'll want to move forward and put Cal's left foot on this square. Once you are in this position, look directly forward and Howling Push the troopers to defeat them instantly. Force pull the last probe droid and defeat it. Now, similar to the Tomb of Ilram Guardians, these Guardians can also have their core removed, but not by using Force Push. For these, you must use Force Pull. So knowing that, deal with it the same way as you fought the others. Deflect the probe droid twice, and then immediately turn around and rope back to the other side. It's very important that you stand on this incline. If the explosion kills the other probe droid, wait until the troopers make their way down, and then swing and jump over their heads and continue on. If the second droid is not destroyed, however, then wait until it stops moving, move forward, deflect it, and kill it. Once it's dead, rope over and run past the troopers.
proceeding without ranged trooper contingent.
Make sure you pick up this echo before opening the gate in front of you.
At a time it was considered precious.
Follow my path here and hug the right side of this entrance as you enter to avoid the trooper on the left. Move by the left of this trooper and then continue on. As soon as you reach the top, turn left and deal with the Guardian here. After it's defeated, grab the Echo in the chest and then head back to the inner chamber.
A relic from the ancient Zepho. I sense great vanity and extravagance in this period of their history. Hey, BD, in here. Oh, you found something.
Drop into the area here and defeat the Guardian. Once defeated, go ahead and set up the chamber puzzle. As you climb up, get the Philac to move towards you. Once it does, move back, target it, and pull it over the side. Follow my example, and I'll chime back in shortly. Follow my example here to get 2 more scans, a chest, and an echo.
Let's head out. Want to check it out? What you got there?
My friend, what I've found here is disconcerting.
Was lit as a sign of respect and reverence.
After the echo, you'll want to deal with the 3 scas in this area. To defeat the Philac, do what I do here to convince it to charge at you. Once it does, move out of the area and use sprint strikes to kill it. You want to do this to save your force for later. Follow what I do here to acquire the last force essence.
Remains of a Zepho soldier. They were killed for stealing an offering to the sage.
We have a few things left to get now that are pretty straightforward, so follow my example, and I'll check back in a few moments.
you go. There was something in there. These are the remains of a Zaphonian, a laborer, worked to death.
Since this Purge Trooper is the last enemy that we want to use Force to kill, you can use all Force here to defeat him easily after you break his guard.
Enemy is spry. You'll have to try harder.
Clear out the 5 scaz here for a bit of experience and to ensure it's free of enemies. Then follow my example to obtain the last chest and the final item you need in the tomb.
Hey, BD, in here. Okay, BD.
Once you've gotten the chest, open your map and ensure the tomb is 100% complete. If so, follow my example here to exit the tomb. Slot this orb into its socket to raise the elevator. Once you step inside and trigger the elevator, congratulations, the split is complete. Now that has to be the longest split I've explained for this challenge run thus far. I hope though that this guide was sufficient enough to get you through it without taking damage. If you enjoyed this episode of Teach Me How, please consider subscribing to the channel and make sure to like the video. Doing that is the best way for you to tell me that you're enjoying the series, and it helps the channel out a ton. I'll be releasing new episodes every week, so don't forget to turn on notifications so you get to see them as soon as they're put out. If you have anything to share or any feedback for the series, please share them in the comment section below. And with that, as always, thank you for watching and thanks for learning.